public health advocate. I see on the pay. Charles Ozu, former head of monitoring Forestry Commission. Honorable George Mreku Duka, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Takwa Inshiaim, and then the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. The at least me or former me, you know, and I'm current back. Penny for in our transition or penny or mobile church in common patch. I've been checking us in be sending in a 0244 844 488 0244 844 488 0244 844 488. Ena yede adwenkyerene asem bi sene nyina efa ene anopay na me mama mpanifo akwaba na afei ya hye dwumadie no ase ase na medical aka che no honorable George Mekuduka wa ha sei Dr. Bernard Okoboy ena Charles Owusu panifo ena agepene anopay omo wa ha ye ne omo ebo enkomo the great Dr. Okoboy
na gazi
dog say
nyankopon adom bi aboko pacho se wosu hu ye
oh nyankopon adom
na bra kwame
ai
mi call Spinters mi call madam for bi ho e fe no Mark Freeman
ayo
otondro amika ndro a enye paracetamol
yeti ase
ndro na ase
ai
awobe mo abi mo di kan ho hye no na mi call no mi ondro mienu bi e ya
o pepa
mi pepa baku mo fe no monkey shoulder ena baku de obi friend no Jägermeister.
Okay.
Timi draw no. O se otu ni na. Na me say eh, na o shop your friend is o say Olives. Opposite Bogas Furniture e was Spinters.
Okay.
Na e draw bi a e wo yasi wo ho. Na me say eh. Enti e ho na ye bon ko no say o o timi nkan wo peace. Na me say o say onim bra kwa me. Na me kan Mark Freeman na onim say onu asem na ka. Na onim de me wo wa. Say no see Sefa kan yare onu su ni me draw offer and I say hey how
onu Freeman nim sefa kan draw offer
yes
asema ba
and I say yo first of all no on fa me draw no mami na me nji answer me monkey shoulder no enu a single malt and I Jägermeister no so o ma me tu no me gi di share me ho no na me ka yense nti me ko and o so ya me nchia sefa man and I say sefa me ko chia ni oh no nkite droviano na obeji njale sei era si yo elie sefandro no na sefandro no mi aba mi hwe no mu sa ampa because ma hia no amana wa ko hospital a o num bi da
I just have prescription bi da
I just prescription no enti monkey shoulder oh nana onya coke eli mixina ye draw
hospital na adwon na economy
say any hospital bi na ye license no medical data cancer ebi mu de omo license omo eti anopay chairman general Mark Freeman or running Olives Olive Spirits just opposite Bogas Furniture odro bi a ohwehwe Ghana obenya wo enti anopay nana mi de do na ba enyam dia patient no ma won say on studio Timushiana, Musi doctor the Nindro Nava.
In fact, patients na ye can asem no. Say Ashanti Regional Police Commander.
Yeah.
COP Kwasi Duku Mensa. And then odine sum nyina eba weekend we no odine sum nyina eba na wie. Say na ye 9th on.
Yes.
Enti Kwasiada. Chese odine bibia aba na wie Kwasiada na ye be crown ni bibia.
All right.
Enti na ye never say Sunday Friday ye the last day in active service for Ghana Police Service. And the Chairman General.
I say doctors no advise say oh ndru a onuma oh tu kwan afa do
so
ko.
dey call ai.
Nti say waje dru ofie no.
But no be one cross border. And the hard no.
All right. If you be call another pharmacy shop.
E work of pharmacy for from.
Don't to answer. Now we do cry na Mark Freeman stone at the end so aba.
Eti COP Kwasi Duku Mensa yama money yo money som wasom my Ghana de obetimi waye e de aboa o my Ghana nti ebra akwa homegie mu yi abusua ni nyina e ma otrinkwa ye do wase se ososo wabesom na do som ko na wiye na anim se nka se me ba but eja Pope Baba Krum dia Archbishop cry my server. Once I'm a boss for honey the nature me baby and ye into over. My man nature say me jaw me nyaw musa atiasie enti busuafo hello FM ene abusua na nkasa nkasa tie wo Amsterdam House e wo gosho ma otrinkwa nyame nka ho Charles Ozu
Nana
that is say
about the other room a departure say na ne kwan wa ba nye nipa nyina na ade eche won nti say me dana say me sorry say ya na me hwe me ho baby obi o tunda sorry but ontimi si fam obi so be si fam na o de say bi o esu ni ajajo na otwa we nyina mu de o wosoro na ne din ye ba ko pe edin bi anka ne ho ane Yehowa na hu mobro aso no so na na pa ina me da so tinkom ti e da se
yo
ene wa pamfo so
honorable
Nana
otrinkwa
iti da se nana
we de me dina me ne manager is kudura na mu na ye de chew pa ma kwasi ara ne ntimi amma eja me manager na so e business ne me enti we de e chewala nyi
ai maja tum me ndana mpa ai o manager anyim manager wa bona ne mum se wa kana sam ha min kebi man
aha
min obi a obotum handle no
odi an ka kwa me yebo correct pa
nyim odire kana sam min kebi man bi
aha e pass mu nyina mo hu
na menda ayi fosuso ase wana wotum wo bay oye yan papa na yenua beyin oye Kofi Sapon
Chief Supu
aha oboto nyum kama
oh Kofi
na se enyim ewuraba no bo adom no Dina entwi Hamilton the name nyamba tie chiri watakwa kama to na asusu yeda nase ena fi oye Great Ampo ena abrante kura ofe no mani a champo
apostle
aha yada wonyina ase na takwaman ehwe doma obogu oye University of Mines and Technology auditorium na oswenwa no nsa okache nti yada ase na wasusu minyim da ambaze na zumpa bote echi nyame ne yada nase ehwe de nyame wama obia no hwanka awo takwa abatu no mu na pempendo anyame die na boduri na yede he na kwan ye road a onye so yede hye nyame ne nsa de nyame na ra wohwe na ombo ye ho ban na he na kwan a wase no afiboko ne wieye no na ekwan no nyame na dom yaye nti ye bompai is da nyame ase de nyame wahwe ne do pempendo a oze na boduri na mfi so he na kwanta kwa he no roots onso so nyame na ntene nsa wodo na ekwan no mampanyin eyi na sutir de orba beye nti nyame mama mampanyin ahozen na ekwan biara takwa roots obeye no wayeye inde nyame ahye no bo na zafa na nado danko akufo ado no do nyime de takwa bafa ne tampa ifra adomu wa ho adomu nti nana anopezi ya da wase na ya da we fi so ase amida mebeye deputy minister and then you da uzi kana maba nti ya da hona ase papa o one mbua na hona na montu yengu hona nyima ase yeze ahobrase akokuduru nyamsro yeze bosom Ghana ehwe yewura Samuel Abugina Ponsa abranta obono ho modini yi na montu nyina na mona rotu nyina ya na mona odin kranhye na mpuntu na ne sector no so yebohwe ma oho wezimu ma na ansara otum ma bikezi dwuma so no bi ewo western region yeze community mining baby ye commission the first community mining ofro ho emba mpehia emma mpehia na dama ho eze ode ye cotton oye Dr. Okuboy ne duru ne bi wo ho
Tao.
Ne ya hwede obi a be relieved kakra because me hu do owo monkey shoulder na
eduro bi awo
prescription only.
Any prescription. In fact, I know looking over the counter.
Over the counter.
Oh, yeah, doctor.
I see.
Why a doctor na wa prescribe you? I hear uncle for better go do. Enti jama olives in the area or do babo ho. Because as ma kan mu yedu.
When your hospital prescription. Nana.
Papa.
County for say. We for men only.
For men only. Adult, in fact, for adults only.
For adults only.
Achimo hono susu oye na oboboa.
Adru no nze ejewu sa na de sha na pa ejewu bo.
Na just enra na adwa ejero pa.
Just me feel cry. Me feel.
Ntina na yada ase papa yada takwa mana ase yebokodo ayasom na yahwede takwa bafa ne tampa ozefra anope michia oye me municipal chief executive honorable Benjamin Kesse ya branta obo no homozini yi na adwene da ho na wa ho brase na ozero somne man amide obeye municipal chief executive na wa ka baye bosuma na mi atoaba na nso obeye wa abo edwuma papa tiada na se papa wo no mbo nso zo bobo ya yeze ye edwuma nana adan na bi si de ohum de moko court wo takrade wo abato no ho na me se enyo se azeneze obane dama atase nti court nsam ze eja wonka ne frido nti yeguda ye wo court nanso so onye aza oyehu kra yedi nkunyim nyame yedi nkunyim so yedi strongly and boldly and clearly nti bibia de din nti anopeze mada o wetefu ase na mada me takwanso ayem titu mase na ayi oyenchiara nti yeba na ye kansam na ya kan na ne da so mete chairman yewura kwame and there were ntum wamba
na meka no o Ashanti region di juma bi ho
na so wamba onam do woni chia me kase pa anti ama de bia no ahwene ya na ompa do baba because when you de bia nature you covered
there be once a week
powerful man
once a week dear montiase man
na sisia na mehu de mehwe mefiri mehu de nana himai hene
hey
wa send message there say menchiao amana on mam pemfi ha nti
me am na nanteboa
also do chia papa
na me bo mu asema na nanteboa prade for
abrante kama
me gene so pa catch ne say ye be ba sisi ade me ne manager tutu ne mani yi
piao
na ye be ba
wada roma wasuma
na nde se wa oni mama mre ne nti de ye be ba anyway ya da masi anope emamo akwaba ensema da pro so ye ka enanope adwura issue no committee no adwuma na enka initially ya ma 9 days so mo mfanye adwuma committee no april for extension no ho asem wa ha sei afei yankoda nsori ayese mampani yire entua ne ka mampani abedi akire yire entua ne ka kan ya ayese mrahye bedwafo munim mo akwakoji atum ena moye din ena mote ha Dr. Koboy
Nana
oye former MP enti eba emoluments any idea at least you will have a fair idea near yeka ehon asem sa committee report any emunsem abayi mpatwa say
Nana, first of all, my main child here for Nina, me senior brother Duka. Any change has arrived. Yeah, me bra Charles Owusu. And I pay a birthday for honorable. Okay, obviously, mammy use honorable to say na on do. Bequeen, Frank Bequeen, Protozoa.
Hey,
ayo.
Yeah.
Any birthday?
Any birthday. Ti yesterday. Nyankopon ni nshirama no omboa no na onko nanim oye minua papa
oye onfa no course
oye minua kaka na course no course ye kase politician fa no course a me na me refer sa me patch o ma no course nana ejuma na ye no ye pen na ye fire service ni police ni bibia combine they fray all the time nti protozwa nyankopon na ye senshama nana me on said scientists there ye pese ye di no ade no methodical kakra so my approach no be methodical question I may be some who say a ban say na bibia ye no for close to 28 years and ne obi kasa aden na wo ye we you have to find out why because Ghana for 92 I'm starting to abide in the Fourth Republic MPB am no call parliament state no abide ebuano emonya aka odi ye na ejuma up to na ye kasa yi nti ban say na ne ebe asem message ni ma miensa the 3 P's pluralism of the media
media pluralism
exactly 92 the number of places I born komo efa amman hu nsem no enti say kra in fact all the social media be count pe na ye times 1 million 92 na assemble ebia 1 GBC ana 110 anu newspaper onim de ekoso enti bibia why for 92 obi ahun say problem ene ebet me a problem because ye bo ehun komo many places and obi a che na dream the next P is propaganda. My whole platforms are sympathetic towards the NDC. Hey, times are hard. And look at this insensitive government or the $28 million. Echo talk us, ama MPs. And we war for the brain or the mind. And we emotional and psychological war. Now impression now cause aban way aban only team. Ekufa don't drink of home. Meanwhile, no, from 92 say na make no idea na Matie NDC MPs bia won say omo for 2 weapon no afede account mo enti omo kasa won say omo ni aba from kama eno na metie jonjina po na kasa o ko yape e ho wa ti o pa cho nya bote meanwhile no nkofo omo petumi ama jam ena etu mi sa no propaganda so the planning nua na so ahun say shishi obia. And the third one is the pandemic. Me de me jitum say because times ayo mu no ebi mo adwuma ye kasa obi operate theater o yi films ya ma na tum. Enti nana ya say last year and last 2 years obe on kahwe efa sky recommend MP ho a this year nyama hihye no. Obe kasa na de o ye what about us? Eti pandemic ninti no ama nyama nkofo are sensitive. Nkrofo afa difficulties mu aban crowd no so no ho ache no many ways because of reduced inflow in now democratic practice the fact say oye bibi for the past 100 years and say intimacy sometimes bibi na start a new conversation in chemistry mu your friend with the nucleus you see every reaction starts with a nucleus just a bibi na sparky the reaction into a propaganda from sebio momo petumi anye de make sense na obeka say oyun bon konan so all targeting nkofo akuma plus pandemic any pluralism of the media no ama conversation we are starting no for me I don't have a problem with it now me call parliament before I able to have my first salary na year about 4,500 wo adan ye yin for 4 years for car loan ebe mami obi am bisa me say me pe car loan na nobody structure say na me can mine for 92 say na mo ye money ama now you can't say doctor usilia maximum obenya $80,000 7th parliament mini maybe I'm free mini my own me to me in my own in second in Japan I always use him my senior respected as an example and me go for pick up na maka me life no de bia me fa niama me kita to me kra na me new officer still say na me tina me minister say na me MP say na me before me call parliament na me chef fugu and then me chef free inside that's how I am and I went for what I could manage ebia enye 80,000 head mami ana say be doctor chinchina befa we I can work to Ghana Commercial Bank at me say me MP for 4 years or remember me low facility but politician dey sebi ya public officers obi aka ya asem oman we mu teachers minimum civil servants buy a guarantee am I am omu cars no omu tia from omu salary lecturers ni bibia in this country government here but my politician me hwe me hu yie me ko kan obi free say my binti na me kasa but the American say conversation has started maybe going forward no we can start looking at some of these things because say Ochinebi abani say me come back to Ghana Parliament I'll be more comfortable with an arrangement I will use my own pay slip to go and get a loan and no crowd me kwa enye $50,000 $100,000 me share the me pay the me to me afford and I send my brother to na fa enti send America no e pacho yeah politicians no let's yen take it Niaman Krofoka as an opportunity to start a new conversation na yen so ayedi ye propaganda ye ti said the obi na only timano say no ma won say mu nyina ma start it because mu na say bi mu ko gi ade no first na enu ye very very important obi so say no ye be say yen tua first and second ladies na akesi
papa
o man we ye sura asem kan asem enye sana akanfo mu kanu
e pa asem sura asem
ye re
ye pe asem sura asem chance twa mic ni ye mic ni ye
ye pa asem
na
sura asem
yes this is a country ye comfortable say edi sika for table as here edi mo obi for many years change obi be ka say we na ye enti ye hwe kwan be fa so a ye be hihye ni ye na no me tie me brother George Napo na me hu me see afim anasa na muka no
adai
or see as a deputy minister no nim say every month na GM aban it is scammer lordina he didn't know say obi oye deputy minister in the government onima wa otina peace studio and onti le jokuku onti tribunal how would you know
na dey na say afim because onye deputy minister of finance
enukura na me ba ho no de eno kan ni tire say just we are finance minister na deputy and now we are deputy chief of staff just we are Jubilee House kokom omo pe secretly and omo nim the omo fat table as here e di man former first ladies is this how you want to build your country now I go for there you know the issues be why two na president enye me wa if you've gone before him before the own pe ni ama ye no I say the ye di fa corners how can you for 28 years be giving money to spouses of first ladies Ghana buying ye di sika President Kufuor Bresu 8 years na ye malima yiri sika ye makunedu sika JM Lordina for 4 years last month krawaji ni na the fat table as here this is what we do in this country come on for how long would you just say your man had $1 million
yeah right
and na mabe kanu eno enye problem who say
but doc you see asem we buy no my teacher discussions kakra wo ho a what problem with Saudi we say no and yes say my former first lady and now second lady and almost problem one say current first lady now you be car on monthly and then two yes say backdated to 2017 that is what the problem
is. Uni bibi
your name
almost 30 conversation you know if you're a deputy minister by council on him the perception and you see MPP as a party I'm part of the family. This is a signal to us. The war the NDC is waging now is not a cognitive war. Enye ekwa yedi adwin ekun. Omo nim say nipa analyze obe hu say o ade we sebi. Enye ade a nsi da. Yen hwe kwan ebia say amount in the door so and now say we are say they are waging an emotional war. Now obi owo kwan wa yaka ni say odi 20,000 e come first lady. Hey, asema to you. I don't know where sir. Echire ye be hu say oh na ye scam mu dada na ya na eyadia ebia say ni say a still no nipa wan hwa ni woefu no e be din say obe free sa botan no mu na ya for me you know what I want to say ni say again the 3 piece and am ade we pie first of all pluralism who say for 28 years na ye tuamu scan na ya ye nye that discussion da the second one the propaganda aspect I am telling you say I do we starting from NDC platform say omo dis scam president Baumiani Rebecca Kufado e chira nkofo ka say Lord na so gini de bia pe ma hu say bi mo start yet say there na now honestly for me adiba committee me account platform way a minimum for 100% ni say President Kufuor obetimi atwe anti-Rebecca. The second thing me obi am be first lady. The second time me say me the first time me hu 40,000 Ghana cash say fa koye political activity and fa koye ejuma okrum, it came from her when we were in opposition or the mami. Now say be obi a opposition here kita to me or to me mami say me dey boa am wa ejuma. Nobody can convince me say this a state trying to cancel obetimi edidi. But you see, this is the problem sometimes we face as a leader. Over two arrangements are our for some period. Now, Sebio Uchema we be free say, oh yeah, okita motive say, Sebio widows are omo first ladies number oh be ti omo. You find yourself in a situation one shot. No be free say, idea also person untia oyire. Now I'm what I say. Exactly. So, say and common no starting no. Me as obi a me public officer Sebio yewo hoy oman fonti na yewo ho President Kufuor sebi Ghana fonti na wo ho say menjindi say anka 28 years yemfa se kan for table sie ase emfa ma first ladies na na be ka say sebi regularize na ye ni if the Ghana for situation say Sebio Liman yiri Kunedu Rollins yiri Achampo yiri Lodina yempese bibia be ko mo it is a conversation that the powers that be, including my by, we can take a look at. So that if you throw my say, bill in the parliament, only say this is the first time it has been captured on paper. Say you discuss it, Ebema and I demand first and second ladies. And yet the parliament anka Ekufuor abansu the fat table last year, not the mom. And media, especially when I've realized say the NDC is waging an emotional war. No? Our response sometimes must be an emotional strategy. Yeah, because emotional strategy, we can consider options like coming out to tell Parliament, say, get a bill and now cancel everything. So that we listen to the kind of comments that will come from Omu because Sebi John Jinaponi, some of the NDC platforms Sebi Omu person GM president. Now GM now person president, ni iraji for years. We so obabeji enti say ono say be mu person be president no ntwa ne yira identity na wo kasa to say BBC. I'm not saying say by force you first and second ladies ye twemu a minim say common in fact almost all of them minim say common di omo na so let's situate the conversation as a country no ye dispassionate ye bon komo no message ni and information ni say first ye the mom ye the fat table as ye the mom was sum and I'm going to say in the dark a sumasi na is kan mom only finance minister ni chief of staff deputy omo share kokos ka say man will be $100,000 na 50 for manu and ajuba every man afro mpacho adi na ready for hanabeji. How can you run a country by giving state monies to people in the dark? President Kufuor wanted accountability, but in the process a generative conversation. Okobo is saying that let's accommodate the conversation. It can lead to reforms. Now I say your bills are either called parliament. Yes, if conversation only say Ghana for you now, I say I do way more be anya shia.
But before we even get there,
yes.
Some Professor Yanti Amwa Bedu committee report no. Abamonim ama mama approve.
Oh no, unze ya bisa JJ no kan bibi. Because normally no those reports no e bana inputs are. Omeka say I say it will be finalized subsequent to the inputs we've made.
Okay. Exactly.
So it is absolutely crucial. Say the final document bet me capture 98% of inputs. But I urge you to say there are 1 or 2%. So maybe it might not necessarily come from Parliament. But ultimately, Mejitum say we had the chance to do oversight. And secondly, Mejitum say this is a public document. It should be available to all of us.
Okay. My next question is that in the 7th Parliament, that document no eba monim ewo floor ho ema mo kan ho asem discuss.
Oh no. Oh yes, it came to. Normally no about committee of the whole. Ema discuss ingredients ewo mo doors. Ingredients including what is going to the executive.
Okay.
Normally the executive also we look at what is also coming to the legislature or Parliament and all that. nti I mean where a document e buy ni nobody can
say be ya tie ni ya tie wasema no pe beti wasinti no oka committee of the whole na eno ye den
committee of the whole chair say obi a our parliament both NDC and MPP a nyina ya tenasia instead of normal parliamentary sitting I say government business we no ye friend committee but obi a wo mu you committee of the whole NDC MPP obi a tenemu ye obi o MP etenemu bi na say na me kan no.
And final question on that before we input no just so that you don't lose the trend of your thought. At the point na more yes our discussion more make input no obi a raise issue e wo hofa first ladies any second lady who asem
na
so okay
me da say wa bisa me question we na aboa otie for mpacho mo amotie no montie me ye oman we your man for the past 20 years busumi bia all this sikama omo ye first and second ladies a omo tina konyamu enti from 2012 in fact from President Kufuor time every month oman we fa Ghana for sika me kan Ghana for sika because enye president no owo no ni pocket money any ma first and second ladies idea Ghana man ye na ya every month o. The only difference are eba enim the ntia ebia me gitum so obi an sorry anti ade ni say I say sika ya to no din allowance na obi an enim a efa summu sese no proposal no can say men to no allowance biom because allowance ankasa no enya ade ye structured but sese no to no salary so that sese no be capture officially ewo krata so na ba what I say so more or less no na enya ade fufu a 7th parliament eba be introduce wo ya amanyo semu na 7th parliament no rather approving shishaya ebe ma ade no abeye brofo be ka say formalize che say mba ni say unye finance minister ana unni president akachia unnim de eden ekoso na utie mi atie ni ye honorable George Napo a oye deputy minister ka che so onu kra no wa ban mu na sika dudu a ye di ma first and second ladies onim na the second one make I found in fact two things na aye clear ama we asin atie mi say assembly na ebi assembly sunu de exactly
assembly safwa ebi assembly
exactly na ntina me bana out na ha na she say why oye assistant vocalist me campaign na what ma asem aye straight now dear Dr. Koboy can say no in common start say first and second ladies enti say I am 20 years yen koso anano en komo anye boni ya amanya for ye di nkofo enim no di omu pe na wo say ye ma won nse say en komo na start no yen tie nkomo no yie na say eba ne say de Ghana for nyina hwehwe say yen twem na mayen ye wo sumu ena kane amuso mayen ya Dr. Koboy, I don't have anything against it. Now, the America say, enye Akufo-Addo president crowding, so I consider a review. Ni say, me say sebi opposition crowd no. Na ni busia almost share ebusia bebre e wo Ghana ha. Na enu a openye jiku ka me bi a me dey adwin. Un say sometimes no.
When dey adwin.
Me dey adwin. Sometimes no adi papa bi wo ho. Kwan bi a wo dey akofa so no na ma otan asori against ade no. Nhye wo ho a na enye papa e wo sumu yesi pe say enye wo kanea mu I don't think say it was too necessary to say nipa no NG backdate for let's say 4 years the accumulated amount no e ma o time to me sorry ma nhye papa na ko pe say no onye no enti ho na onim say sometimes no sabia ebi mo asa ache na unkwa uko sape na ya so tire mu unim say from 92 every new parliament ba sa committee no tenancy na o kan say oh ye nhye na sika o say MP engineer ye call 4 years back na enti Dr. Koboy obe na ya tua mi sika mehwe no na ya ka say salary difference chese mi ba 2016 as MP no sika ya tua mi no na ye omo order da mi ba no mo sika na culture no ya no for the past 28 years every 4 years and na you say na nka yin pa na o say onji na but what I say na ya be ka say oh Koboy na ya tua 7,000 bank na o say onji 10,000 until 3,000 difference no you multiply no 12 months times 4 years enti arrears a okoboye ba ma onu 200,000 won sha ye boss Africa no pe obi benya me ho tan enti sa particular niye na aban e dey ejuma for the past 20 years no enu bi na ene ye di ba be apply to first second ladies no e dey your time be bre asori no enti me pacho medium wo gidie say uye amanyonia se bi nipa no omo na ye ejuma ama as much as possible uye di omo pe a na ama odo no aye kese ama o nti parliament of Ghana mu otumi a modi ye ma bebre including amendments reviews and adoptions media say be my own me wait nti say chief of staff and president and vice president but left to me alone in common as starting it ye yentie ni yie na Ghana for the hwe no omunyama ye de me hu ni ba ni say de ekoso no ene Dr. Park a oka ye hu was 7th parliament ye approve de no wa Supreme Court say ni nya wo hwe obeka say papa we dey na ha no but nim de oye he is not fighting a cognitive war enye de make sense no fa he is fighting an emotional war or appealing to nkofakuma so that almost sorry tiawa even when u church mu a nyansa wo mu no e yakoma no na yaka no and when someone targets the heart din say unsabe timi aka nipa no using I mean use example na otina we obi timi kire say
oti hoi
sorry oti we obi timi ka kire say opa wo cho ebi adwin bi a waye sisa wadwin wo si obi ade ni nsa ka wo obebu no ye be timi akasa o reason kire say de waye or some fa no famra kwa so you have to report to the police but you obi wo you see o hye no sim pacho jemu pe na wa jemu sani pa no enye wo mind na or appeal to ebia because of my past relationship our heart now the NDC is on a trend to target the hearts of people and we as a political party must be conscious now you quickly know you adjust here because on the books everything is right it went to parliament everything but they are targeting people in their heart and as a psychologist where my psychology meaning say when the hearts of people are targeted it's difficult to get them to appreciate reasoning.
Okay, Dr. Bernard Okoboy also Ninja Chirimo Enono on Professor Yantia Moabedu committee. Now, sa committee no report no. Me pese me kan bibi kakra bi wansa na mako honorable Dukaso. In fact, o kan page 51. Item 622 or say spouses of former president. The committee notes that neither Article 71 nor any other provisions in the Constitution bestows benefits on spouses of president and vice president. Similarly, no legislation mentions that the state should provide for the state should provide for spouses of president and vice president. In the course of the consultations, a recurring issue with respect to spouses of former president was the rumor that some former first ladies struggle to survive in foreign lands. Incidentally, the committee was reliably informed that the state has since the early 2000s been taking care of former first and second ladies, providing them with quarterly allowances and extending to them other courtesies. This support is purely on humanitarian grounds without any legal basis or policy guideline. In addition to the quarterly allowances, the office of the Chief of Staff received several other requests, sometimes in the form of Save Our Souls, SOS, which the state obliges. Instead of maybe Dr. Okoboy earlier say, over committee no ankasa ono choro report na o sisa ade ya okay. Eye ensusu ya ode ma mo ho kwan se mo approve sa committee no report no. Either in part or whole no say we moral grounds and all susu se gebe yi amon hwe ni sei on share mo and on kan se mre bia so tachiri. And at that point in time, parliament no anamo on a committee of a whole no obi hu sa provision we na how obi and now because you were in a hurry to approve the president's emolument, so he does same to you also no enti man person obeka ho asem.
Oh no meaning say open say but quickly no the American say ampa committee be or the recommendation by parliament every committee is not binding. Parliament will to me obe giatum obe amending and now obe rejected and so because na enyo share enye say committee we pe na enyo share every committee untimi mfa report in parliament I because me di be ma chiche unsa jitum. So let's grant that. The second one so say ma chair woman say dia na ye di tu enim e ade na oman we ye dada say ye di sika un say ye ka allowance bi o esu che salary o e din un say once why formalizing no untimi tu na allowance bi o. It's actually a salary because it's periodic. But before anybody anymore, na ni share nyina to say salary your money pan scan every month. You refer sum amount no yet me vary no. She knew control. She said there the award to me omo Jubilee House any finance and I say or show him now who say time o kunu ye president no o ma me ba say we just to on a lighter note e ma me ba ko abruchia say $10,000 me $50,000 when you na na fasum and yeah parliament 7 parliament no you see if now proposal ni say the na odi ma as allowance no you no formal now sebi once it's formalized it's called a salary no sebi ebe din say will resist especially when that is what the nation has done for and you see BB free text message more very powerful anytime there's a policy there's a policy objective bibia or mind be ana ebusuan bi ye no ana company bi ye no ube come no botaye bi na ewechi my kind scripts from people actually say one of the things that I consider the way say some of the previous first and second ladies no sebi ye kun omu kunu some of them were living in very na say widows are emu ye din nti ade ni ko ye say president so ehumobo nti every man mepe bi amamo but odi ehumobo apẹ bibi ama obi for 28 years you can't continue like that forever nti media de mika wa ha ene nima mienu say because you are here for all these years no enye adefofo but at the same time no if ene in common say yen twem ana yen pen sa okobo in can say yen komo hu let's start the conversation whatever it ends I have no problem and the good news is that even omo affect omo wives no I don't believe say Lordina Sebia combe dino if you twem ena anti Becky dear Sebia no I know so opposition cry no to me pay mommy so we should entertain the conversation.
Okay, good morning Nana Akesi. The MP car loan issue there, well they should extend to all Ghanaians, especially those who can pay, because we will all pay through deductions. What is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. Lord Hoffman, long time no hear from you. The writ jointly filed at the Supreme Court by Dr. Clement Apak and Roxanne Dafua Makbo is disingenuous. Were they not members of the 7th Parliament, which approved the recommendations of the Professor Intia Mwabeidu Committee on 6th January 2021 to formalize salaries and former and current First Ladies? Who are they seeking to please now? They should give us a break. Say Obama. And not the way every pokwa say Segadu sent us one from Enfield and says that, good morning, Cardinal. I want to thank my God for giving me a retentive memory, and I would like to extend it to all like-minded Ghanaians. Have we so soon forgotten that when former President John Mahama succeeded his predecessor, the late Professor Atta Mills, he tripled his salary and backdated it 3 years to collect it? Why are we now so troubled by the same being done to the first and second lady? My only problem is that Lordina Mahama stands to benefit as she was benefit under the carpet when her husband was in power. Ghanaians hate transparency. Segadus, and what do we say? Why must the propaganda go far to suggest that president is paying his wife and Mrs. Baumia, whilst the fact is that all wives of former heads of state, including Mrs. Lordina Mahama, are receiving payment? If for any reason we think this policy is not good, it must be scrapped. As simple as that. Question not way if we are gonna order being a buyer. This one says Prince Kamal, way too long for my liking. In fact, Dr. Bernard Okoboy is speaking wisdom this morning. Cardinal, I think the people of Takwan Shaim are very lucky having such a noble man and a kind of George Mekuduka, who always think of the youth first. Indeed, Oyadum. My greetings to my boss, Honorable Kobi Ochedako Mensa MP, Western Regional Minister as well. Survival from Taco Radley. Ono Enodi we say Ebaye. Nana Sabofo in Accra says, why is the NDC behaving as if Rebecca Akufo-Addo and Samira Bawumia will be the only beneficiary of those arrangements to formalize monies to first and second ladies and as well as the predecessors? This is a clear indication that the NDC believes in doing things under the carpet or blind side of the taxpayer than being transparent. Can the chief of staff's office put out the monies being paid to all wives of former presidents to Ghana, in Ghana? NDC, think about this. Nana Sabofo no the way say and so buy no Isaac Kudro and your caucus. I don't want your text message now. There. Anyway, Maminkai ba kupewe emfam nafe menko menim okay, Farouk in Tema. Farouk says, Kadna, politicians just love to play on the keyboards of our emotions just to cause disaffection for government and to score political points. The deception and insincerity in the system is too much. May God bless Honorable Okoboy for his excellent delivery. Farouk, and do a free Tema Ede Ebaye. Marin Kyle said, Kokrokoo Jumedie, also so between Wajon Chaba 0244-844-488. Honorable George Mreku Duka, now we are a member of the 7th Parliament. By the grace of God, you are a member of the 8th Parliament and a deputy minister. Enti o abaimu yepa. Sansemi ya beya yeka huasemi Professor Yantia Moa Beidu Committee report and matters arising at you saying.
Nana, anopay bayende 3 days na yesha sede woke kadam samsami. Na ami oye my roho mpoda me Ghana yi na ye discussions to this level oye me yutun sumpo ka papa na abadinti na oye my roho no oye me yutun there as Ghanaians ibotum ye discussions to this far so what can they be a first lady na chire nyipa no ye bata na oye ye nyina ye maame irrespective of any political affiliation inya ye first lady the mother of this nation and this country. Now, my yere kanye de yen maame a ohwe ye no do yen maame a oda hena no no ohia de yen po ye bi yintoboa na ye zaman na ye da hwe no da me na yere ka kire Ghana fo de ote de o maame awo na sabia owo fie na akofie na ke yintoboa bi aman yes in fizo on fata no se nsam no moroko no oye menyu tu papa de na nkonyi de yeso so do pomodro dem Ghana ofri ye papa kwa me nkroma ne pendo na fatia nkroma ye ne yer Ghana ye boa no ye maame Mildred Ankra na ye papa Joseph Ata Ankra oye ne yer Ghana ye boa no ye maame Christine Afrifa ya papa kwesi Afrifa even in junta regime ye boano ehwe nkra tema ebohu nana efu Afrima na oye ni ama olenu ye papa ye boano ehwe ye maame Adeline Akufo-Addo yen papa Edward Akufo-Addo Ghana in even 72 ye boano eba ye maame Faustina Champon oye yewura Ignatius Kutu Achampo ne ye boano ehwe ye maame Emily Akufu oye ye papa Fred Akufu no oye mampanyin ye boano ehwe ma de ba bodu na Konadu Agima Rollins ye maame na ye papa Jerry Rollins ne ye same thing de ba Fulera Liman na Bredo da ne yini kun ye papa Hilali man ye boano eba ye de ba ye maame Teresa Kufuor de ba ye maame Lordina de ba ende ye maame Rebecca enti dam nzama yere yi ena ya ye ne de obotumu abade embiri bi ya hwe ne ye ya Ghana ebia na Kenya na Nebukadnezar bi wabɛyɛ mampanyin no ohumɔbɔre nyina fa dɛ dɛm abaatani a waboa Ghana yɛn mpɛmpɛn do a yɛbɛduri wedi makoten no waka dɛ ɔmboe biara nti dɛm a yɛnyɛ ne mbra ne yɛmfa nkɔ mmarahyɛ bɔgom na mmarahyɛ bɔgom yɛntu ho anamɔn na ɔmfa mbra bi nto ho eyi yɛ a ɔyɛ dɛ ɔno nso so twokaa yɛka ma ɔyɛ awerɛho dɛ sɛ obi mpo te ne fie a na ɔyɛ baatan na ayɛ mhyehye dɛ kakra sɛbe nyankopɔn dze adom ne nti waka dɛ mfipɔ mɛmpɛ bio. I don't think we need to get to that level as Ghanaians. The eba ho kyerɛ na ɔwɔ nti first lady the first lady yɛka the first lady a kyerɛ dɛ baatan a wodzi kan wɔ Ghana ha na sɛ Ghana nyɛ dɛndɛ na yɛhyɛ ase since independence a yɛaboa dɛm a baatan a wɔdzi ba no aboduru ndɛ na sɛ yɛdze mbra to ho sika na yɛdze ma wɔn dadaw ma wabam foforɔ yɛ mbra yɛdze ka ho yɛsɛ bue ɔnam dɛ amanyɔsɛm a ɔmfamfa su biara mbere biara bronyi bɛka political expediency nti na kyerɛ dɛ ɔde yɛyɛ no basaa yɛka no trokaa as if painting a picture there as if there ne dara na wɔhyɛ ase dɛ wɔretua ɔyɛ first ladies ɛkaw which is not the picture. Hwɛ around 1982 ɔyɛ yɛwura Ronald Reagan wɔ America ɔka asɛm bi ɔse sɛ yɛreka ibi a ɔbrɛ yɛreka bi a ɔwɔ ahofama yɛreka bi a ɔyɛ very busy ɔyɛ first ladies including ɔnankasa ne yer adwuma na ɔreyɛ no ɔyɛ ne free na he feels his wife must be duly paid and compensated. Nyɛ dɛ wobotua ne ka mpo kɛkɛ once an compensate ne mpo nka ho ɛhwɛ nansi a ɔnkyare bia Michelle Obama ɔka asɛm bi ɔse ni photos nkutin mpo otwa ɔyɛ kaw na there is no fairness in White House in terms of remuneration because she is not compensated adequately to cater for ne expenses ɔyɛ na ne bre a ɔbre wɔ White House wɔ Michelle Obama nti ɔnyaza ɔyɛ adze fofor me gyanom me nanom me nuanom me mbanom Ghana fo ɔnyaza ɔyɛ adze fofor na anhwɛ ne yɛ a yɛdze amanyɔsɛm yɛdze bɛsɛ yɛn ankasa yɛn nyimnyam po yɛdze bɛsɛ yɛn nyimnyam as Ghanaians and we tend to destroy ourselves as politicians depending on where we stand. Say opposition a bibia no government or tum or you know onye. I think we need to mature to a certain level bibi wo hwa we all come together and say that yes ebi wo hwa unnecessary fame or jizin ntanamon bi anhu hia biara na orutu just to have that fame. Nana ma Miracle kasenye de yes ya hwe ne ye befa once na ho ebufu ne ye buru ekuru ne ya hore ye ntam wa aboa no podo ya se ho asoman nti wara na obaye ofio de abafa krom na mame Lordina Mahama otu bi ni store ano na otonade. What kind of picture will we paint to the outside world? There, alcohol makola na ma melody na wakwaji store not ano na ma ebi yutwa na pay. Is that what you want to say? Na ehwa oba ne dama mijizi there indirectly will be promoting corruption. We will be promoting corruption because impa ne be your president. No nyim there sachina obakwa hohiahiem dem pom to the extent that odokotino gom na yire kotona za obafa no adwen owa benima ontu no hunsi ho onye adwuma no because na kire onye omana obehia de you die for abazi na yere there because of amanyosam nti na nsam ne yaye no wonworan ya kan dududu sika ne yabwa na pem na as if the whole Ghana sika nyina na yada command yipa krodo nti we need to stop some of these things. It is unnecessary. I am a fair mpo. I am a fair. There, it be na browa or ni fie. Na de kakra or the man mother shano hono so on so ya better video do cho. I mean, what kind of life is this? All because of Amanyo 70. All because we want power. Wanyane dama on for two mano. Nto odo ba kebi na Ghana fu hu de ono na obotum wa hwe Ghana sikado anade. And we yenyina yenyim bia na bakwasam. Yenyim bia na bakwasam. Nye de Amanyo sem no Ghana tum no mfa me biara do. Ghana ye di tuma ama political party NDC abedi Ghana doda MPP di Ghana do Ghana for we know ourselves. Into them aspect of life na you feel the aban oba obabedi 8 years into no wedru no dem ye be ye bia e be nyatumi no yenye no mampanyin kufo ne pendo. You told Ghanaians hwenzama mampanyin kufo na na ban ye at that time, including anyone who never ye amanfo bedi akohwea akakan sampoto. Oh yeah, by them. What did we see? What did we see? To the extent in put there, you told me a kai there, Ghana, Yesika, Yazirian confirm at that level. Nobody complained. You told me there, you the Ghana Sika, you the Duan, you were Pebrim, our northern region. Nobody complained. You told me you the Ghana Sika, you kade, you the penty, bass. Why are we behaving there as if we are sent from heaven? Ayabana, please. Oh my engineer, because NDC they've ruled us. Where the bano? You one. Nyamana na wo free baby waba awo baba ya fufuru bia ebi nyim. We know them. Nti oh my engineer, ya maame nom ye maame fa ame senko kamanko timpo ankadama semi. We need to put a stop to it. The discussions no. Ame why me you Why may you too? Because go everywhere. Or pamper first ladies. Because a poor first lady will have a plane. Waba do Ghana ha. No ababosum. Efia a first lady one more very responsible duty. Efia from Yamame Ajima Rollis. And she did ne assignment perfectly. 31st December Women's Movement. To conscientize, sensitize women to take up entrepreneurship. She was all over. Mame Lordina. Also, she played her role. Mame Rebecca. She's all over on health issues. OCC hospitals. Buama, stuffing hospitals. What we didn't do nazi. Making sure the contribution, even Kumasi. These are things Narampo even generating other resources from elsewhere. International organizations will contribute towards where developmental project or ye e kakaboma ebinyi sika ya kan wasem no one farman kakreya allowance yane. I mean be nyum gwase sem sui. No all over na ye na mra na onya mra na isu ya ebasam. If we even want to curb corruption, these are some of the things, because meaning one of the companies, a mining company, of course, they pay the workers so well there. Where no or a disincentive to you even to veer into corruption arena. They pay them well. They motivate them well into Omari Jumana Eyiwakumem. And one of the chief executive himself said, "Oh no, I'm paid well, so I don't need to take any bribe from anybody." And see, always, they be an oil perfectly. So when people are well paid, when people are well motivated, corruption if you are, there's no need even involving yourself in corruption. And they say when the president is duly motivated, compensated, now the wife is well motivated and guided. I believe Ghana the contribution of even Mami Rebecca to this nation, 200 times more than you perceived to be as an allowance to her. If your contribution or thereby, you won't calculate Dema ne hospital project, baby to mother project. No cost. The things she's done. More. Where were millions? The difference there wide. Nah, we should bow our heads in shame. I mean, what kind of life is this? There are man your 17 I know pasa. If you are as an obone busy, I'm not against. As I'm not can I won't. But as in that I've listed all regimes. Nina, we compensated them. Your mount allowance, your mount BB. And nothing came up. Bianca, if you're manana, your back can say, yeah, I won't choose it. When you're there, I won't choose it. You can't Ghana at the paradise. No, I won't choose. Oh, especially where Pa Yarbe in Susui, what Baba Kayan. Damn Yarbe or in Samaba. Wama, indeed, in the man, any more the Yakono. Them speed, you know, into me and connect them. But that doesn't mean there. Or there, if he can some the good young thing, that must be stopped. Now I don't know, Nana say, don't know police who are. I don't want to go into details again. Now, Merba a Carlo Niasemia.
And my main teachers are drinking, we say no, nothing. Carlo, be able to 2 minutes and not 3 minutes. Be not yet, they are sorry. Just, my main teacher, I drink was scarce and one after you help maybe at the final pay.
Nana, really kind of. I have 4 near T4, 8 years, at almost so.
Almost a man is a cacra.
At what that? I'm some Nick Cacra who will be okay free. Penny Fosse and same bit is on it. Tassin said, it's a panic couldn't hide. Tassin Banyans are 4. Nana, ministers of state, any ministers are, I won't rather than go for the Bam or anybody was saying. To see, honorable Cowboy, or may saying?
I don't have the exact figure.
Okay. But more than 70, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Omina can't take 71 for home. Omina can't be one. And if I send you a come once, to say, Nipa me.
Okay, so this one says, Cardinal, please. Honorable George Mrekuduka left out the name of Nadu Mills, so kindly add her name for clarity. Thank you, sir. For obvious reasons, I'll leave out your name. Yeah.
Any person here come once to say, first and second lady. I say, mine be or her. With with all the ministers of states, mine war. I trio moka or more as Gracia no Bibian. Yeah, can't nipa 2 per once. We are talking about 2. First and second lady. Yeah, your husband there. Nipa 2 pe. Say nipa 2 years so you set up office. E dey more almost sign what staffer. Omo no ye adwuma. Because we call first lady officer. Owo adwuma for no ye adwuma. Ana honorable Konya sanity. We call second lady officer or ye adwuma sa pepe. Omo dwuma di omo di. O hwe first lady dia currently no you bet make a confirm not ho asem you bet make a kwalibu ho den ho asem any other places any nyuma hodo afo o maye we dey be na wo ho asem we we can no ankasa no maybe one mintimenti aso say any man kitinkiti bi ani kwan say trigger your emotions no na page na dey ana maka wa fidie so ma fidie so bebre. Yeah, can say we nipa be over 1,000 accident in Kwana Queen from January up to today. Nipa over 1,000. Yentimi first can to mon kwamba 20,000 once on the can say. Any is gracia de mom. Mama yenya botre na nsem basa. Yenya manyosem or time any nibre. Emfiri ya manyosem mu ye free ma ye betima kan sem na na ye. So do kan ye. How says he here can over mills corn crachi. Oja ye mame Nadu Mills elhui. It is a secretary crunch say ni was a bit na car nti o man ye betima hwe say on tenase na oni kom no wo mu ana. Enti e be better see e be nhihye ya. Whether ni husband tiasio the obedi de e dey an nsa betima den abeka. we are comfortable say ye tua all these nipa ya capture one under article 71 ye tua muka ye ni hu how bia ye ni hu how bia over two people for a government you know say 4 years nipa mienu pe a woman ye tua muka Ghana for wo asam ka me na asam me tie since ban me tiase me dwen wa me hu ade hia ya na say okokan no yeah, emphasize ye dua ne suma se dance e be making public am obi ehu se aban hyehyɛ a wɔyɛ no nipa mienu eka ho yi ɔmo so kwan se ne de ɔmo fa so na even nana budget ya de ma that offices no every year say do we know it budget ya de ma first lady office budget ya de ma second lady office every year ye nim is it public ye nim ana enti yan fa sika nan koka ho nkɔbɔ musuma se na omunyi nkofie nkodi ne sɛ yɛbɛma na bɛda dwa no de ayi na yɛ Ghana fo no de ayi na ayɛ pɛ I say MPs nsɛm a yɛkan chief executive yɛma no yɛtɔka ama na ɛnyɛ news
Charles me stop you unim say every former president ɛwɔ my way mu yɛtua no the sitting president salary. Emma, apart from no driver yetiano. Yetiano office. Your man is cap for running the office. Sabi one any office no. And you say actually the was on you. Upper better. Force yetiano. I mean, so like I say, if you emotions are all these things are things you look at.
Oh, two kwanya ye born hoka. Nana, chief executives are buying talker at the mawom. Your mom fool bibia MP koji loan o nyese bia dia che no wakoji loan so de kotoka yemini ase yes entiase because ahokyere wo ho and am ade a yede ma metuaka and what does that becomes ahokyere mentiase say ade a wo de ma metua ho ka de na ahokyere a de ba oman ne e de ben ya ade ne yede ma na obetua ho ka enti na ho kire awunya ana mutua loan no ensi hu ni ho
interest da so no kura obi
tell me kan
ye mu bi kura nya kura nka ye
enti ye srew the way you see kan nsem wo man mu asa anya sumasidie na benten ko ade a enya de papa yen kan yen tumfutro fangum na yen mo obi ehu se aban ne reckless aban no sikadie ne oba se oba bedi na aban ne mpe since 92 besi ene da ben na yakọ parliament ya to aba wi a new parliamentarians akọ parliament a yenji loan fa mo ntoka mo kama intie since 92 besi ene se yenyi loan fa nto se yesi yempene se loan mu yenkwaji mo bi no manka nkwaji om loans ni yentwam dia mo yenka se yetwam ma aban ni omachi eni omanim but aban timi ma guarantees ana meboa even to private companies aban guarantee loans at the private entities, private companies. Yanti kroma na yedi sovereign guarantee man ko for kwaji loans be yima okroma say. Oma ye nimo mukra. They are not even, they are foreigners, they are not even Ghanaians. Aban timi di oman no 2 million na the man say kwaji loan no bra. Na se wo gina se wantua ye mra me so Ghana fo mu. Ye yan sa da bia. Kroma ye yan sa da bia. Ada na ba ye ho nko ade a. Ase ye tan ye ho yadi ani brand or time discuss any masa e ba yen yankasa ya tetremu dia wo yan DC ni wo yan PP ni enti wo ye a or company kura yan fa kwan bisu yen gu no because me ma ban na aba me yan PP aban enti obi kura ye adebonia ye nua Ibrahim obi e kan say ne jata factory me menya nka Ghana for yen to cement bi amfi bi anka ne ho na ebeto after onya sika ote oman mu ni din be kwa chiri se yenya Dangote wo Nigeria obi ya ne ebo ni din wo Africa eni bi ase nyina mama yen no ye ho kakra pettiness no ye too much is that and nipa mienu free ha say amaso ye say de court ye ntia se nti se twam se se ntua first ladies for car ebe die ne besi okro we mu nipa be wu ana nipa be nyankwa se se ntia se a but I don't know why you are no. She can almost dada. And the fact that we go court, doesn't mean say. And ne, a buy be decided to say fee ne kono budget or the first lady office and the second lady's office on van mobile. And the two office room. then we should propose say and who here say be my first lady be office be and who here say be my second lady be as well then office be matter argument be obi ka say be baby no ye be ka say MP square yere no me yentu omoka MP ben na yere ama na office Ghana aha MP ben na yere no by law no owo hu to me say ye man office say na yere nko ye adwuma officer e be be propose say me ti obi nura ko say e be ka ha party chairman for kra no ye ka say yentu omo yere no moka I mean what is this? How do we compare a first lady I mean of a certain president and as a former president to MP nere ye di omumi no gunsa ne so a na ye di ano a enye yi nti moma sremo moma ye kasa no emra fam na ya fe na ye propose say ye kotu om kakra for the first time there and ye say enti ase kra anka ene nka meti ase but ade ya abedru baby a afedi yes okay mama ya ni suma si ache yam from atudwa na Ghana fo nyina hu se ampa se the first lady bi kra wo ho a ontimi nkugyen baby se oman no kra na emmo no ehwe no oman ne nyeni sei oman ne nyeni sei na yentu omka se de yetu omu kununum ka no yentu omka pepepe se ye momu ya adwuma dia ese yetu omka because ministers are sabi you somo aban mu a say whether you be you madu whether oman na resign you say about entitlement and amwa because masom enti dia ono so som oman no e wo no ne kwan so for emfie 9 nana si ye ka se be mani bibia kofi ana bosom ye so e bitua ne ka mimi hu bone ewom but mini okoya adwen wo e wade ba kon wo se sika na e bia na nka ye 1000 aye tua back pay na nam se ekwaye 100,000 ti no ehunu se ekese enti AB asa back you can say back pay na say ye back date ya 2017 ni etu am ka fi 2017 na nka aban a edwen ne ho amfa ma meka ho a kamini se oye ne bia den e wo ho because Ghana no say John akache mo so hu say MPP for ntokwa boma na obeti say NPP on kan NPP but say ntokwa mo say MPP enti wo hu say Ghana for kasa nye sika no sika e di ma no na ne dodo na ye ka ho asem because say your money pan 20,000 abosumi bia your man 100,000 e dey decide say bosumi bia na 10,000 be can pay ho until say 100,000 be tu amana asem bia ni but the moment over the 100,000 in our command it the same thing momo but eno no they dey you know nti e bia enka hihya e bai ankoba say ye kwa akutu omuka na ye san backdate adene dia ko 2017 anka but nana that is a practice e wokro we mu oman mu say e be jai na ye jai but practice e wo oman mu eno no eno na wo oman mu say obi ye tu obi ka ye ofri office kra wie timi ka chen say oh na o sika senka ye tu akra no say ne senka ye ntwe senti no obakọ wa account na den sika na den edem na da bia na me wadwuma na me ne ye finance that am ne no nya discussion na me say me ntini me bia say because me feel say ye nhihye wo oman mu ne ma even civil servants na e bokro no nana nipa no tu kwan a ne aye ne TNT okay ne sika e de man so on tu kwan no ye wi ane at tax free mu na o check sika e de be mani pa krona na hotel krona na o se bi okokuma se say ye man okodi bia 5 days a o se ye man hotel 500 be food and accommodation say 200 cities senior officer na man 200 cities food and accommodation okwa koda kagetia na okwa kota duane di won enti o kire na say on pe kwan foforo so den empe sika o de bedin o de bobo ne ho bra and so sani man nhye na o man mu no esan emboldum krofo to so omudo mo be hye ketasehye ne pro ne den kankan mu ya man ye manye open na ye nte ye ho asese oman na ye kyekyere no eniema we nom kan ye ho a ede oman ne kyekyere ne den ekonanim we can do away with it na ye kasa na I too much dodo what you say na say on say ye wo sika foforo mi na me boa ye ni sika da mu then so say so obi person kan asem na eye dekese a 100,000 ye kan 1 billion ye see ekotu mu over by 1 billion na ye unya ti 1 billion na dia na kase eni ayeden me feel say me nua no makan dodo na en shada nye asem bia na hu buru so me o bisami a Carlo maka ho asem nana until say be mra say woko parliament da wa kope usika na fa koto car no de kan yin ngosi wu because opa kasama de enche ayen shisha ya da hodada say MPB a wo parliament bia no e bia ko be 4 times ni every 4 years bia oje Carlo na Carlo no senka ye o mine na di mo mo say on say ye the loan and so nti kasa akra ni akire so o mine say e ma MPs cars omuntuaka because of MPs there then you betima ka ho asem na wuti despite media me nya sure say wo car na say see say e ba say e ma mo car e ma musika say mo van koto car sa ne ma Land Cruiser sika say honorable ko kan na person topic apa so obi ansi ho kwan but we tua sika na waje na den
car na waje no sika
car waje no sika na we tua mfa so we so to kwa be na wo we dede ye be na wo say covid abenti aba nti ye di car nti ye ni di covid abenti ma MPs ni nkoji loan no now okay what about individual that unko bank so koji loan na covid aba enso so it the same thing say am farmer me trouble until say ye kwakọ secure loan outside the brown and then we car and I say aban about me making this appeal to government say na bit my share we don't even need to go for loans other than buying to me engage these companies that manufacture cars okay whether it's Toyota whether it's Honda whether it's DB and you obia specification or pay so pay Toyota yanko Toyota for the government guarantee give us 100 vehicles na abanye de in Triaka now also so call the Triaka na ye right from go pay because workers are loan no abanye koji guarantee we have for mama na me wa ye car loans no abanye koji but we see kana controller no controller tia or the call command bank and straight and see they same be antimi ma homa ye say ye mom ho kwan mo bia koji car ope na na katua na say ye till 4,500 a month there na de hu hia say government ba koji loan dia mom me say na me hu no because controller na etu omka na nya controller etu omka
parliamentary service board and etu omka me one
so edenya there's a pay structure ananya sir pay structure no omo watchmen ne omo drivers ni sika ka ho dada and wakoje car a free Toyota or Hyundai or whichever company bosome so a arrangement with the car company say we 5,000 Ghana cedi a month ye till from source na eko enti 6,000 e hu hia say aban be say be die because ye nya te aban na e na e hu no aban ye ka say aban kwaji loan dia ma MPsa ya dwen mu no eti say asif say
aban kran kwaji loan
say na ba I say Sadia as a buyer could just cabin or the more could in free. That's the impression. Oh, but meaning himself before now, a offer commission, go for apply for car loans. Your man a car loan now, and I'm saying the salary a fire ho and they continue. Your catch controller say, Nippers may see at the casse, and you can say the casse con account. And he says, can I say, for commission, I guarantee amount. Say 5,000 now pay 6,000 but so me so 5,000 be call direct to the bank na den yakwaji loan na den afri no enti before a nipa no say 4 years or 5 years duration or what 5 years no na watua ne ho kai den awie na ka no so den ne dia me feel say san hye bi na say bi aban any parliamentary board den etenase na individually no obi aka opebia ukoje a parliamentary board no e be guarantee for you na yetimi atete wa ma den akwakoduro but on say loan je na nkasa no ye parliamentarians anyame form currency obo ha okoje vehicle sabi won ti mantwa ne term credit enwi na BBC ye ida wotiase ana wontiase na bia owu bia den so den abafom ni nyina na banks no hwe all the risk factors den e wo ho but I don't think that baby yadri de hia yem pa kese pa ye betima di hu komo ne say MPs ye kwaji loan dia kotoka samom na ye betua first and second lady nipa mienu pe wo man mu ye betua omuka na ye discussion me gide sesi ya wo man na ehia yen
now when ignorance, emotions, hatred, envy and propaganda are used to achieve populist results, that is what we get. Couldn't we discuss this emolument matter with sober minds for its merits and demerits? And the most ridiculous discussion is that first and second ladies can influence contracts and therefore we should not pay them. Are we now wanting to institutionalize corruption with this weird thinking? Ghana's problem is the NDC. Wallahi, Sampai, and Odi we say by me point no na me call Honorable George Mreku Dukaho Ansana. Upon this one says, tell my brother Honorable Dr. Bernard Okoboy that he owes me a visit, and that if he fails to pass by today too, he will be banned from coming to this area because this is my territory. I am waiting for him. Dr. Bernard Okoboy from Boy Lie to you. Honorable MC to you. And so this one would like to wish you a happy birthday. It says, Uncle Emmanuel Abbey. So from your niece Henrietta Amwaku to you, Uncle Emmanuel Abbey. Like to wish you, you're a wonderful person in the family, and that on this special day of yours, they would like to wish you a glorious birthday. So it's an advance one to you. Tomorrow is your birthday, Uncle Emmanuel Abbey. Your niece Henrietta Amwaku Budu, and the entire family would like to wish you well. George, point where they said 2 minutes.
Before Honorable Bano, 2 minutes, Mr. 1 second. We have times in Vivia, or 10% Ghanaians mad. Health minister and a kind. Now, we need as more kind because many is experience be. And now, main person, one kind of form fan at track. There's this guy, General Cradin, Stefan, and Obama Michiano. Now, Sir John Wu, and or Bar Forestry Commission. Say, or NGO, friend, African Eye or whatever, African Eye. Now, or no dealing with Kaya you for issues near you. Sir John promising 10,000 cities. So, Obama, we're wound to Babaji.
Oh, wow.
Our Forestry Commission. Now, guy, Bar Forestry Commission, Babaji, or Yanji's Kaya, or Cho, note, DD, Chief Executive Attempt, the PR, the Dean Attempt, the D Finance Director Attempt. Atimi, but like I say, your friend is a member. I just Sir John so Janet Chiamon. Now, the Equi, Befrey Brantia, now make a camera chair the camera, or try I apology letters at the mom. Or the mom we and I'm so okay, it's kind of being from our beam because I don't see why we should give you the money. But you're sorry, I will throw me whole letters. It be called a presidency, a be piece of film, maybe called multimedia, wine, a dear band, may ye win ye. Oh, the dear I looked at him, and when I'm resigning, the dear make a business say. And what so letters say, or call that president as I say, or teen the suffering away ye may be. And what's a year look is ready. And to watch brand new chief executive or Forestry Commission. No, but then I say, or by so I looked in it too. I looked in so I tried to answer former chief executives. Oh, by us, I'm training, so by and said, Sikana will count 10,000 8 months ago on Famano. So there are people who almost on them crew. We think that only a nipa, but on to say about oh my god, them.
Am I there?
Oh, about them. Am I doing it? I'm telling you, I know what
you say. Mental illness.
Mental illness. Dumbo. No, be boom go to you, me say, the pamacho, which I me who know, me Janada. But ultimately, throw me home sem. The big brass, Sefa kind, the big koha, the big koha, the big koha. And look at it, oh, say, honest, Sir John being combo. Now, Sir John will into our Forest Commission, about the Jessica. 10% of Ghanaians mad, no? Many health minister. I dream papa say, ye na yen hwe na yen coach yen transfer ya sabia na yen kwahwe ya dream ye na na yen
problem. Belated one to you Adwa Kwensima in Swedro, a belated birthday to wish to you. Just obeka 10%.
George, I'm the only difference in you there. More honor do.
No, there be me anka we na some na
health minister no reporting, but
reality ebabro 10
on no report yara
ebabro 10%. Because unim say enano pa me ba adwuma me free so ho me ba wuram say no na akoa bi gina ho waduru ba bia me ba fa ba wura e car park no na afa no wato no mu no otutu tai na me roll glass no cover na ma to me bo man because me nim say no si konanye cause o de wa be ma fa kan bo me na abu we be ma fa kan bo o gina me kwa mu so me ba twam o na me gina ho a o twam say ampa ne man ko yi
awra ko no bia
enye hwe George
yo nana oye ma menka nto afi do de
na ya start it
was starting before yɛbɛka ho asɛm around March thereabout.
So 2 months into the 8th parliament. And it started
was started the word too. Na mamen kade aban nkaje loan mayen. Aban bia nkaje loan mayen peace.
Na na finance minister de bekan.
Se yeba parliament se parliament ba fofra banks wo baba lobby.
Okay.
Se bank de o ma loan a interest wo ba no so nya bi di tua no nkrofo kaw. Nti yeba yi NIB and when parliament abe negotiate and now abakade wopede wo my loans and as every parliament section be our no or you loan no the amount NIB
almost that one
nti NIB fun wa guarantee no wa kwaji loan wa kwaji bosia bosia we nsi ho aka ho kara ye de be yedwuma ma ban no o da me gidam bosia no na mitua nsi ho no na mesam de dam car na me ma kwaje mobosia no mesam de ye adwuma me de ma ban na oye nsisi o oye de dam asem we need to look into because amementa de ame ma kwaje bosia ma mitua interest na mesam so me de ye adwuma me de ma Ghana me de boa aban eko other companies o maka loans obi anka ho hwe including banks, even not banks, even other companies, some even servicing companies. One my loans, one my car loans. Me just the PCFM call my car loans da. Obi anka and other onuntina obi bo or are well motivated to work with PCFM because or a well established institution on my car loans.
In fact, George, speak to what you know. George, speak to what you know.
Mami man American.
Sir.
Obia whisper. Isaac Ketchum.
Evad Mapo.
Inti nana.
Bafo mama mbie no.
Niti anye de. MPs. Yeah, more boy papa. Yeah, more boy papa. Nana meti hey calls na messages are menya, including hospitals, including fees, hospital bills, fees. Eyi and the Friday weekend reba na we mshisho.
Na wo ko bobo sin akoye primaries a. Primaries ultimate TV che 5,000 ya there.
Nana moya ro when you are tagged and edwuma na be shema obi kan why there a prema for edwuma. A question how to get out no isn't because a totally sacrificial job says you sacrifice your everything yes it must I had ma omano so onkodo
sure
into ade obi be inti nana mamanka de MPs dem my municipal chief executive da aban no mam ka man kwaje load aban no obmam security aban na no tua gardener na ni nyina mu no nobody complained about it na MP wala kaje bosia we na bi na wala tua kaw na asanso so what do we do until what is the alternative adwenkyere na nye that MPs da che ba fa trotto mum na constituency so ye bokwa obayezen nti masa Ghana for bibi wo ho a yen discussing dispassionately yen hwe the way forward appropriately one work nyina na was expected and go profess any alternative.
Dr. Kobo, my vote of thanks na menko
na dear sometimes you know we are nipa we are straight now we are leader onya challenges kakra on my way mu wan kakra otimi show bia fi otimo no nipa oti ni benkum e cast 10 the owo ni benkum ni de nifa
benkum your left
yes
and then nifa your right
exactly the owo ni nifa no obi onim se sebi ono so oye penyin a no mu yedu nanso sa nipa no ne ba ho ye hia on bisa ne neighbor se boami na me kora no ofa ne ka okohwehwe public officer MP nipa ni ba kwa ye surgery ohwe MP nipa ope dwuma ye ohwe MP na eye ba ohwe MP Omaya.
What you adoring no?
Adoring. Omaya se come de nipa onye yie MP no person so no mu. Sa MP na won se bibia kɔ no so ni nsɛm pɛ na obuefu. Enti na esa na sebi na oman no ohun ni sɛn. First lady, who no officer. First lady, me just was a difference on the Jubilee also. Nipa wanye ye, nipa ohin operation, nipa sebi asematuno, nipa epe juma. Chese from morning to evening, ya bana yeko. Obia kita request. Enye mowa say ebi mo asebi omo call from wano. Omo kan krofo omo kan say onye obi a edi adema no. You see nipa de me nka say man ye nyachum nanso ebi a ye kopem wa ho no on say di nsuo bebiri akọ water station ebi a ye pump nsuo amema obumfu say nipa na obenu nsuo dodo ho na ye feed nsuo abakrom
Apon. This one's a special happy birthday in advance to my dear wife, Mrs. Lydia Samoa, aka Lidisco, of the Church of Pentecost, Alajo District. Tomorrow, 10th July, is her birthday. Advance one to you, Mrs. Lydia Samoa. Mama Letitia, over Lunch City, and pay despite media, Yadawasi. What's in your wadi any bill? Ma Letitia, Lunch City. Yamin Shra, what the team Nina say, Yadawasi. Yawi my age and I any so. I was aha and I had the more ACA. Now what you so honey at the Kokrokoo Median ACA. On behalf of the crew, Dr. Father Dixon Kennedy Asante was also for Kojasante. Stephen Balfour, Isaac Odro, Peter Square, Pretty Joyce. Nana ya konedu akosi agwa Judia en kan kwame yeboa. Edamu nyina asese na wotwe nsomutie yen. Efrem nana ya okese obetumi afrem the card na metremo Emma Chairman General Kwame Safakan. Kofi Kumbelsen is up next. Nyame ya adom adwara mbeti Chairman General kan. The radio asumdwe jamu nyina makramo. For when will the going right to heaven? We'll be drinking all the beer. Hey. We don't want to know about that.
Catch it. If you're right, maybe I know you're home. And that's what be if you are with you, but some me, Mamma Tiaran to say. If you're right, what the Ghana city? If you are come over to your 8 Ghana cities. Hey, son is there. Mabu said, if you're Ramatia, between Betty and Mumpumo, and with your costume. Now, this way to getting the dead abbey. Someone of my Elchan when you that bay and I will crowd better too. What to make us say be a few of our sure Shebra. I mean, you should become a nomoda. A Jeff Fiora said you would your boat.